Here post-game with Mulerider head football coach Brad Smiley. Season opening win over Southeastern Oklahoma, 34-19. Coach, just some quick thoughts, overall thoughts on the game.
You know what, guys did an incredible job overcoming some adversity. You know, the first half, we shot ourselves in the foot on a few drives. Every offensive possession we had with no penalty, we scored on, you know. And that's all we addressed. And we had 4 other possessions and a penalty would knock us off schedule, and we just didn't overcome it. And at halftime, you know, defensively, same thing, flying around, getting the ball out, but then a penalty here, a penalty there, and just the guys, you know, at halftime, it's like, we got 58-59 Letterman. Why do we want all this experience? It's because we know we can overcome all this adversity, and that's really all it was. And we came out here and just, hey, go out execute them, go out play them, and that's what our guys did. I mean, by the end of it all, I mean, our defensive line was getting off on their offensive lines, creating pressure, creating sacks, you know, I mean, just loose balls in the air. I'm surprised we didn't come up with a couple more picks because he was just kind of throwing them up. We stuffed their run completely, so they had to just resort to that. But offensively, again, we executed. I mean, we really did. We had some good adjustments by the offensive staff. Started hitting that inside zone game and counter game, and started creating some big plays. Got credit to some of those young guys, new guys. There's a lot of new guys and new names that popped up tonight that Dan Gregory was calling on the radio, and those guys did a great job. The Cordric Dunns, the Terrace Consonaries, the Zach Burnett's, the DK Hendersons, Stephen Adair's. I mean, a lot of new names. Hosea Singleton, Javian Gathering. I mean, that's what those guys, they came in here and did tonight, what they were brought in to do.
Yeah, Coach, I want to jump to the defensive side of the football real quick. You were talking about some of those defensive linemen. There's got to be times where you just tell those guys, look, pin your ears back and get after it. They did tonight, and obviously it showed, especially with that penetration they got on that big 4th down stop.
Yeah, that was huge. That's Elvin Calhoun. That's number 8, is voted in by his teammates. Straight out of Beast, Texas, Palestine, Texas, and make stuff to run. I mean, for me, that was the biggest play in the game probably. Obviously, it's a back and forth. We'd got it to a 2-possession game. You know, they go for it on 4th and short on their end of the field. And I don't blame Coach. It's kind of one of those deals. If we're going to win the game, we got to go be a yard and a half. And our guys just bowed their neck, got the pad level down, knocked them back. So, hey, credit to the trench mob, Coach Langley, and that defensive line for taking care of business on that one for sure.
Yeah, Coach, on the offensive side of things, like you said, there was a couple of drives where you had the penalties, you didn't find the end zone, but your guys kind of just kept at it all night, were able to punch a couple in from close out. Just talk about your offense.
Yeah, they did. I mean, our goal line offense, we were able to get our pads down and knock people backwards. Create some soft edges. I thought the tight end running back room, along with the offensive line, did a great job. Credit to them, especially on OB's touchdowns. We're able to kick out backside edges, lead through with backs. Running backs, K. Roach, Scales, I think both of those guys were in on 2 of those touchdown runs by him. So, I think that's it. And I think they came into the game trying to think, hey, we had so much success early gashing them with Scales and Roach. I felt like they felt like, hey, let's take that away, and that created our read game for OB to pull a few and make some huge plays off of it. But again, Cordric Dunn, man, he ran the ball so well, ran the ball really hard. Like I said, I think our running back room is really, really stacked, with Cordric Dunn coming in and Arquez Gomez, the freshman. He didn't really even have a chance to kind of get going, but he got people going on special teams because they're so unselfish. They're team first guys, and he went out there, put a block on a guy, had our whole sideline hooping and hollering. So, again, great team win across the board.
And, Coach, I want to talk about that third phase real quick. Hayden Nitz, he hits one from 49 there to kind of help you get going.
Yeah.
Longest field goal by a Mulerider kicker since October 18th of 03.
Really?
It took our analytics department a good while to dig that one up during the half.
Something that Austin Wilkerson didn't do?
That's right. One of the few things, for sure. But great performance from him.
Hayden Nitz stepped up huge. I mean, the first one was a bad snap, high snap. Jeb Barton did a great job getting it down. He missed the mark, so Hayden missed that one. It was a low kick. After that, he's perfect on the day. Extra points. He didn't look like a redshirt freshman out there, a guy who had no experience. He stepped out there, especially after the first one. You're thinking, oh no, but he didn't care, man. He's been that way all camp. The 2 live scrimmages we had, he hit 50 pluses. He really stepped up, and J. Todd was doing our kickoff duties. Hayden went in for some kickoff duties. Came back with J. Todd, and he steps up and hits some big ones, what we were looking for early in the game. And then Schreiner hits the punt, the huge punt at the end to flip the field completely. They put it on the ground. That was a big-time play by those guys to really step up on the special team side of things.
And, Coach, you just told your guys in the locker room you can't get to 2-0 unless you get to 1-0.
Yes, sir.
Got East Central next week. You go on the road. Another Thursday night for you guys. Just some early thoughts on that.
Yeah. Well, you know, we get a chance to avenge a tough loss last year, you know, where we feel like we didn't play our best. We know East Central, we didn't play our best last year. We felt, you know, that was the one game we really just felt like we didn't come to play, you know, at all. And so, but, you know, I mean, it's the GAC, it's this league. You better be ready. You better have a great week of preparation, which we did last week. Our kids had a great training camp, and played extremely, you know, practiced extremely well all week. So we got to have another great week of practice.
Coach, congratulations on the victory. We'll see you next week.
Appreciate you, Punk. Johnny, what are you doing? You going in the wrong door, freshman.
Get in there, coach! Get in there, coach!